Hi there everybody, this is Farmer Bob. Welcome to my channel. In this video we're going to have a quick look at 12 of the new features that is available in FarmingSimulator22 and things that I'm excited about. So let's get stuck in. The first thing I want to talk about is the new graphics engine. Obviously they have implemented DirectX 12, which brings a host of new features into the game, which is awesome. Including more realistic 3D texturing of ground textures, of trees, of buildings, of shadows, a lot of things included in that. Also, a next thing that they briefly mentioned but didn't elaborate a lot on is a new multiplayer function. So what that entails we're not sure of yet, but wonderful to know that there's a new multiplayer coming up. Great. The next thing is the new build mode in game, where the old one was very difficult to operate, I would say. This one has got one interface and everything included in one interface, very nicely thought out. Only thing that's short on it, in my opinion, is a undo function which is still lacking. Hopefully we'll see that, but the new build mode, awesome. Terrain features, terrain sculpting, terrain painting, the building of fencing, all new things that you can look forward to. A really nice addition to the new game. The next feature I think is a very handy one. It's the activate double application rate, which is awesome, because in FS19 you had 2 fertilizer states on your fields, and with this one you can do both by applying a double application rate. If you look at top left screen here, it's a mode that you can activate. The vehicle goes slower and it applies double the fertilizer. So in one go you can fertilize 2 states, which is very nice. I enjoy that. That's a good feature. Looking at our next feature is a new ground soil and ground effects, you can say. All the implements have more better 3D modeling of the ground as you plow, as you cultivate, and as the harvester spreads its straw at the back. All those are now actual 3D particles falling and flying, so that is very nice. I must say that is good. And then also your different soil types look better in 3D mode with the new graphics. And also there's a difference now when you've cultivated a field. You'll see in this picture, for instance, the straw is still above ground, or a part of it. As a cultivator or a subsoiler do different tasks, or even plowing, you'll have different ways that the soil look, or the ground look, after you've done, say, a cultivation on the field or a plow on the field, or any of those. So that is awesome. It's more realistic. I like that. It's a good feature. Okay, so our next one up is the seasonal changes, as they call it in FS22. It's basically the old seasons of FS19 that they've basically copied and modified into the base of the new game. I believe it can be toggled, so on and off if you like it or not. And then also it's got all the different features, like you can stretch the days or stretch the time, so that you don't have just 12 days a year. You can have 24 or 36 days by selecting a different time scale. It's got snow everywhere. You can choose where you want snow and where you don't want snow in your game setup, or in the map setup, as well as every season obviously have different plants. And I believe that the map makers can now, in the editor, choose the location of your map, as well as modify the crop types and the dates and times of the crops for planting and for harvesting, and all of that is all editable. So very nice and well done there on this addition to the game. Great. Another great feature, which I think is going to be so awesome in FS22, is manual shifting. In other words, you can now have your tractors manual shift. Those ones that have manual transmissions, you can select the option to drive it manually. So manual gear changes are very, very nice. You're going to have to be mindful of your RPMs and all that before you shift a gear. So I think that is a good feature on the FS22 platform. Great. And then also we are blessed with a new map. It's called Elm Creek. Very, very nice. I'm really excited about this. Always nice to play a new map, you know, as I'm a map maker myself. If you're interested, you can go into my website. The links will be in the description. I've got over 10 maps that I've made for FS19. You're welcome to play them all, download them all. They're all very, very nice and beautiful maps to enjoy for your enjoyment, I would say. Great. Here's another sneak peek just of Elm Creek. I've just added this slide in here to just give you a little bit of a preview, and it looks like a really nice map. It's an USA map based on an area in USA somewhere. I'm not too sure where, but yeah, they did a lot of work on this map, so it looks great. Obviously, like Giants, all their maps are very, very detailed and nice and well thought out. The next feature they have is productions, as they call it, or factories, if you want to call it that. They only boast with 2 at this point. The one is a flour mill and the other one is a bakery, which I think is a good start for that, but it leaves the option open to obviously add more to the game, more productions in future. And we're definitely looking forward to the butchery as well as the slaughterhouse. I mean, that is 2 things that is really a big, how can I say, a sought after thing in the game. I don't know why more people didn't think of that. But in FS19 you have them now, but it will be a nice addition to have it in FS22 as well. So yes, now you can bring your wheat to the flour mill and make flour and then sell that flour to the bakery, that type of thing. So you've got those options now in game, which is very nice. And then obviously last but not the least is the sound improvements. They've spent a lot of time reworking the sound, adding additional sounds and improving the existing sound with better 3D effects on everything from tractor sounds to the environment sounds. Everything is so much better in FS22. Well guys, this is Farmer Bob, and this might be a good time for you to hit that subscribe and the like, and do please check my website, and if you like to support me, there is links down below, and do share my stuff. I really appreciate. I'll catch you next time. Cheers.